Hello, ICC faculty. I'm Jeff Maston from the Teaching and Learning Center. As you are beginning to think about moving your course content from Blackboard into our new learning management system, Canvas, I just wanted to share a few thoughts with you about how Canvas course sites are structured and how they may be different from what we are accustomed to doing in Blackboard. In Canvas, the course menu items are set. The existing menu items can't be renamed, and it isn't set up to allow you to add your own custom menu items to this level of the course navigation. In Blackboard, instructors were able to rename items on the main menu, and they were able to create new content areas to be added as new navigation items on the course's main menu. The Canvas course menu is not intended to work that way. Course menu items are consistent from course to course. Home, announcements, modules, grades, syllabus, and so on. These are the consistent menu items that students will see in all their courses. As the instructor, you can choose which course menu items are visible in your course's navigation. You can hide the menu items you don't intend to use in your course's settings area on the navigation tab. I would encourage you to be deliberate about which menu items display in your course. If you choose to import your Blackboard course into Canvas, main menu content area items are imported into the modules area. One of the primary tools in Canvas for organizing course materials and guiding students through lessons is modules. Modules work a little differently than what we are accustomed to in Blackboard with content areas, folders, and items. This is the student's view of the modules area. I think of the first page of the modules area as a sort of table of contents view of the course. Instructors are able to add and organize pages, files, videos, assignments, quizzes, discussions, and more within these modules. All of those things are listed here by title. The green check marks on the right side tell students which content they have already viewed and which assignments they have already completed. As students move further into the course, they can collapse the modules they have completed, if they wish, for easier access to the modules that are further down the page. By clicking on the title of the content they wish to view, students are taken to that item, which in this case is a Canvas page. When students are viewing module content, they will find navigation buttons at the bottom of the screen that allow them to move to the previous or next item in the module. The student works through the material you've presented, and then they click the next button to move on to the next learning object in the module. When a student reaches the last item in one module, the next button takes the student to the first item of the next module. So this is pretty different from what we are used to in Blackboard. We haven't had this sort of table of contents layer in our Blackboard sites, and we haven't necessarily had things laid out quite so sequentially, one screen at a time like this. I think it helps to think of this first module screen as course navigation and not a page where instruction is happening. This can be a bit of an adjustment coming from Blackboard, where you might have had some amount of text or other content on a folder's description that you might have wanted the student to view before they clicked into the folder. It can take a little bit of rethinking of how you want the students to move through your content when you move your Blackboard folders and items into Canvas modules. Before trying to import your course content from Blackboard into Canvas, it will be helpful to understand a little bit about Canvas pages and how they work a little differently than Blackboard items. I'm not going to go into all the details on how pages work in Canvas in this video, but I want you to understand that adding content to a Canvas site using the Pages tool is similar to how you would add an item to a content area in Blackboard. This is one example of how a page can be used in Canvas. This page is set as an entry point of the course. It has an embedded image, some formatted text, some links to other parts of the course. It has some images that are used as navigation links. I'm going to click on one of these navigation links to move to the modules area. Here are some more examples of pages being used within a Canvas course within this Welcome to Class module. Class Overview, Instructor Information, and Class Resources are 3 pages that are linked here in this Welcome to Class module. I'll click on the Class Overview link to view this page. Again, this page has some formatted text and some images. I'll collapse the course menu for a second. Everything right here is the content of one page. I'll use the module's next navigation button to move to the next page, Instructor Information. This page doesn't have my information filled in yet. As the instructor, if I want, I can click the Edit button and I can make changes or add more content to this page. I could replace this image with my own picture, but for now I'm just going to fill in my name. So I can use this text box editor to modify all of the content from this page. I can change the things that are already there or add to what's there. I click Save to save my changes. So my name that I added has been added to the page here, and I can come back later and edit the page again to fill in the rest. I'm going to click the Next button one more time to move to the next page. So on this Class Resources page, I've added some text to the bottom of the page, just to illustrate that you can make these pages as long as you want. You can fill in as much information as you need to on a single page. And again, it has the next and previous navigation because I've made it a part of the module. If you choose to import your course material from Blackboard, each separate Blackboard item is going to be imported into Canvas as a separate page. That may not always be what you want, though. In Blackboard, you can have multiple items in a content area on the same screen. If several items in a row are closely related, they may be something that you want to appear together on one page in Canvas, rather than a series of shorter pages that the students have to navigate through with the Next button. Another consideration for using pages, while it is possible to link directly to files like a Word document or a PowerPoint from the modules area, if you want to include more of a description on the screen before the students download the file, consider linking to the file from a page rather than just linking to it directly from a module. Here's how you can link a file to a page real quickly. So I'm going to move to the page where I want to link to the file. I'm going to edit the page. I'll go to the part of the page where I want the link to the file to appear. Insert, document, and I'm going to upload the document in this case. And I'm going to just drag the file from my desktop and drop it here. You could also browse your computer and hit submit. The file gets uploaded and it's linked right here within the page. So then this could be a description of everything I wanted to tell the student about the file, and then followed by the link to the file. Rather than in the modules area, sometimes you would just have a straight link to the file, which sometimes that's what you want, but sometimes not. So you can use pages. Hit save, and here it is. So I can access the file by clicking the link. One final thing I want to bring to your attention as you are starting to think about how you might set up your courses in Canvas. Canvas allows you to very easily link from one area of your Canvas site to another. Here are some examples of course links used on this site's homepage. These text links to the class overview page and the instructor information page take the student from this course's entry page to those other sections of the course. Course links can also be added to images, like these quick access links at the bottom of the page. These images were created in a graphic software outside of Canvas and added to this page. Once they were added to the page, a course link can be added to the image to turn them into navigation buttons. To add course links to a page, edit the page, scroll to the part of the page where you want to add the course link, and I want to add a link to my class resources, a text link to my class resources. So I'm going to go to Insert, Link, Course Link, or also I can use the link icon from the drop-down and choose Course Links. And this pulls up a panel where I can choose anything from my course. In this case, I want to link to a page, my class resources page. So I'll expand that. These are the pages that are in my course. And here's class resources. I clicked on it and it inserted it right here. So that I can save my changes. And then that adds that has added that class resources navigation link that takes the students directly to that section of the page. I can also add a course link to a button doing much the same thing. So I'm going to hit Edit, scroll down to one of the images, and these already have the links added, but I will remove the link real quick, and then I can click the drop down. With this selected, click the drop down, choose course links, and I'm going to choose course navigation, and I want to link to the modules area rather than a specific module. And click off of there and hit save. So this graphic then links to the modules area. I could have also linked to a specific module. If I wanted to link straight to module 1, I had the option of doing that. While you are deciding how to set up your course materials in Canvas, if you are feeling constrained at times by the sequential flow of the module tool, keep in mind that you can use course links to direct students to other parts of your Canvas course whenever you want. If you mention a learning object or resource, you don't have to feel like you always need to include that as the next item in the module. You can just drop in a course link to that learning object or resource, giving students an easy option to check it out. I feel Canvas is going to work well for us and will be a big improvement for our students. As you can see, though, it is set up a little differently than Blackboard. I didn't go into the full details of the parts of Canvas that I mentioned. I'd encourage you to start digging into some of the other training resources that are available. I just wanted to highlight a few of the ways Canvas is set up a little differently than Blackboard, so you can start thinking about what it will take to move your course content from Blackboard into Canvas.